So we're up in this muddy set, we're looking over a sea of beans, and off in the distance, a 3.5 kind of starts working our way, comes a couple 100 yards. We get great footage of him coming across the field. It's time for a 1-2 punch back-to-back phase cutting room floor extravaganza, only here on DoD TV. Coming up first, the Drury brothers are at it again as they test their mettle during the tedious lockdown phase. Then Taylor and I join the party as she, Mark, and Grandma Lucy set out for an early morning sit, and yours truly heads over to Illinois for a timber-rattling tango with an 8-point potential power hitter.
So Phase 7 lockdown over on 13 had an incredible show. But as usual, there's a few things that did not make the TV show. Here they are on the cutting room floor.
We are not seeing what we want to see in Iowa in terms of age class. So we have decided to eject from Iowa and head to Texas, but not before we go to the state of Missouri with the coon dog tonight.
Yep, I'm locked and loaded. I'm excited. We're going to see what happens tonight. You never know. Our ideal is we're turkey hunting with a deer decoy. We got her put out so she can be seen from every direction, and hopefully that'll draw a big old buck to her. Zip a voodoo arrow right through her, bam, done. So fingers crossed, let's see what happens. Excited.
We are locked and loaded, ready for action here in this phase. Haven't seen much yet. Of course, we just got in, waiting for a few big bucks to walk by. But things couldn't be better. You know, last phase, things couldn't have worked out any better during Buck Parade. Now it's time to carry this phase forward.
Well, we're still in Illinois. You know, the fall colors over there are just absolutely gorgeous. A lot of maples and serene it was. We started to see a couple 1.5 years and then a 2.5 working up through that bottom. Just could not have been any prettier. It's kind of the epitome of what a bow hunter wants to experience while he's in the stand. I still enjoy, more than anything, sitting in a tree stand. Leaves are falling, but it's absolutely beautiful. Serene it was until we see the combine start rolling.
Glad to see that they're getting their crops out. That's nice. And I was hoping they'd bump something off those hillsides. We're down in this deep valley here, and a lot of times they'll lay right up on those edges, but we haven't seen a deer. So. There you have it. There you are. I'm getting hungry, I know that. That's a dinner bell right there.
Who's that eight? It's a nice deer.
Let me see. Has he got an age to him?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Dog lean right. Oh. He's 3.
Isn't he? 3-year-old?
3-year-old. That's the 3 from the bottom.
Is it?
Yeah.
So a big 3.5-year-old 8-point went down to the frozen pond, thought he was going to get a drink. That's one of our tactics, hunting water. And I always like to have water during this time of the year because you never know when a buck's going to dip in and get a drink. But that abnormally early November cold had this pond frozen over. Nonetheless, gorgeous buck, full sunlight, awesome.
How cool's that? We just had a great buck behind us, 3.5-year-old big tall 8-pointer, standing over a pond that just froze over last night. It got 1 below last night. It got super cold. Just started to do an interview. We had another buck cruise the top. So, I mean, we had 2 bucks like within 3 or 4 minutes. So, pretty good deal. Tell you what, they do their job. Too bad that wasn't the right one. About an 18-yard shot.
Our decoy eventually did draw some attention, and the footage was just absolutely gorgeous. We had a great time sitting there filming old coon dog. Always gonna have fun when coon dog's in the mix.
We're in our spot here. We're gonna be sitting over a little bit of a biologic food plot and then a bunch of beans. So, it's my first time hunting Illinois this year, and I am looking forward to it.
Well, Matthew has got a really, really good spot over in Illinois, a new spot that he hunted a little bit last year, not much, but he's pretty doggone excited about it.
We're just coming off of a high. We harvested splits over in Missouri on the lease, and the weather is right. DeerCast is saying good and great. I think we need to get in a tree.
Alrighty, we are in the land of Lincoln, and I got one night to get it done before we head back over to Missouri and the opener of the Missouri firearm season. We're sitting over hundreds of acres of beans here, but we got a little biologic food plot right in front of us. Hopefully, they either come down this little road or they come out from the corner of the timber here and they walk right towards the beans. That'll give me a good shot, give me enough time, I think. That one to the right is a stud. We got 3 really good bucks across the beans here. Obviously, they're with one doe, so she's in. And the one has so much mass, it's crazy. We're just too far away from them. And obviously, they're not gonna leave that doe. The only thing that we can hope is that she comes this way down that road. Definitely coming to the call.
So we're up in this muddy set, we're looking over a sea of beans, and off in the distance, a 3.5 kind of starts working our way, comes a couple hundred yards. We got great footage of him coming across the field, comes right into our biologic, gave us every shot opportunity you could ever ask for, but he's just not quite what I'm looking for.
If only Big Daddy would work that way. You know, I made the calling sequence and rattling sequence. I think he was coming right to it, honestly. Pretty cool to see it.
Woo! What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I think it's going to be a good day. Desperately Seeking just got a lot more exciting because Taylor's in, Mom's in, and those are my 2 hunting partners this morning. Mom is up to bat. We've got a gorgeous morning here.
Earlier in the season, Mom came in and literally the impossible unfolded. 2 deer in 2 days with a crossbow. She's becoming quite the deadeye and quite the star within our social media pages and of course here on 13.
Are you warm?
Yes, very warm.
Okay.
I'm dressed for winter.
Orange Riding Hood here.
Now that,
Reporting for duty.
We are just so excited and happy to have her in camp. She really is just the foundation of our family and the cutest little blessing and hunter that we have ever seen.
Well, I know Mom enjoys this immensely. Just kind of a natural fit for her. She loves watching these whitetails. As long as she's able to do it, I hope that she continues.
We're headed to a spot that has long vision, but it's also limited vision. A power line runs off to our east, and then this hump that we had radishes planted on off to our west is fairly skinny as well. We put the doe decoy up where she had visibility, especially to the power line.
I think there's another one behind her. Yeah, right behind her.
They're really moving pretty well this morning. This is good. More movement than we've been seeing.
Another deer.
Oh, there we go. That's a shooter, big shooter, big shooter.
They're on the move. Oh
to watch them, isn't it?
Yeah, just stick over out.
2-year-old.
Yeah. He sees that. He sees the decoy. Little 2-year-old.
It was a 10 point, but a 2-year-old 10 point short time.
Oh, it's nice. It's pretty.
We had fantastic movement that morning, had a blast out there with Mom. Gorgeous morning, gorgeous encounters. One thing's for sure, we're headed back out that afternoon, and I know exactly where I want to be set up, down in Lander's Bottom.
Grandma Lucy's truly one of a kind. I always love it when she's up at Mark's and hunting with him. Some of my favorite hunts all year long to watch. Now, if you watched 13 this week, you also saw that she had a pretty special hunt that afternoon. Added a special feather to that whitetail cap. Congrats, Grandma Lucy. You definitely deserve it.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, I'm still shaking.
This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by First Farm, the foundation of high performance nutrition. Join the Legion of Boom today. We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV was brought to you by MOTV. For full episodes of 13 and all of our Outdoor Channel content, head over to the MOTV app and view it today.